When it comes to United States elections, the state of Alabama has historically had some of the lowest voter turnout in the country, with only 37% of eligible Alabama voters participating in the 2022 midterms. That places the state fifth from the bottom in terms of turnout. Being less than 2 weeks away from the 2024 presidential election, it calls into question why the state of Alabama has such a lack of voter turnout, and it seems there could be several reasons. Two explanations that appear to be intertwined could be that the state of Alabama doesn't offer early voting, as well as the confusing nature of absentee ballots, both of which complicate and narrow the doorway for how much time people have to cast their ballot. Ray Naraki, Auburn University student and first-time voter, explained that they live close enough to their polling location to vote in person, but when assisting a peer in completing his absentee ballot, found it entirely too complicated.
He was very confused about it. He almost didn't vote because it was so confusing. He lived in Georgia. So I think it's just a lot of paperwork and information that just can be a lot confusing for a lot of people, especially young people who don't always have the time to fill out that kind of stuff.
Dr. Mitchell Brown works with the National Association of Elected Officials and is a professor at Auburn University. Even with her background in election administration and teaching courses to volunteers on how to conduct the polls, absentee ballots can be complicated.
I tend to vote absentee, and frequently I'm requesting a ballot from out of state because I'm gone so much. And the process in Alabama is pretty challenging. Like, this is what I do all the time, and I still struggle every time I have to request an absentee ballot.
Another likely reason for the low turnout could stem from non competitive elections. With Alabama being known for its consistent red wave, Alabamians feel as if their vote will either fall in with a large crowd or be vastly overshadowed.
Probably more important factors, though, are things like the fact that party competition in this state is pretty low. And so, as a consequence, without party competition, most people do not turn out to vote, and they're just voting for one candidate from one party. And so a little bit of competition would probably increase voter turnout dramatically.